I think it's okay to hit political things though.
But I don't want to be the one doing it. I guess I don't know, something really irked me about still having a white Peter Parker. I was like, because there's the guy who plays Flash, who is like from Grand Budapest Hotel and from that movie Dope, but he's like gained some weight and he's Flash now all of a sudden, even though he's like nothing even close to what we have previously conceived of as Flash, or thought of as Flash. Now he's getting played by this Latino guy, which is fine, but it's just that they're still sticking with the white kid as the lead. If you're gonna be diverse, be diverse. But they're not being diverse, they're just being panderous. They're just trying to dip the celery in all the dips. In the peanut butter and the soy sauce and
the ranch
and the chipotle, and it's just like, that's dumb. Just stick with your thing. It's not. I feel like I'm getting a product.
There's a sci-fi flashlight over there.
Yeah, for real.
Like that. Literally, I want to go point this out real fast.
Okay,
Sorry. Like this is literally. I'm pretty sure that this was even used in like Rogue One. I can't say for certain. But I'm pretty sure I saw this in Rogue One.
This is too small for me.
This is every science fiction flashlight ever of all time.
Usually where I look for, sometimes they have lights, like good lights.
Like this one.
Like, well, this is more of a construction thing, I think. Like,
but it'll be bright.
Working on your house, it might be.
Oh, check this too. I could just screw that into a normal lamp.
I got picked up two like that. They even had a stand with it.
So keep that in mind as well. If you're trying to do creative stuff, you need filming and whatnot. Thrift shops.
Need lighting.
Thrift shops are best for lighting. I just always love to check out the electronics section here, simply because I love science fiction so much. And I'm just like, could I incorporate this? Is this the piece I was looking for?
There's an idea that's going around that you have to be instead of well-read, well-viewed, you have to be well-viewed. You have to have viewed all this stuff that's sophisticated and stuff, and you don't.
Yeah.
And most of the great people out there don't really know the full spectrum of stuff.
Yeah.
They haven't seen whatever the latest movie is. I heard Chris Nolan, so Harry Styles is in Dunkirk.
Yeah.
And apparently Chris Nolan didn't know who Harry Styles was. He was so out of touch with popular culture. He didn't know he was casting a pop star in his movie.
That's great.
Okay, so all you gotta do is be good at your craft, a little bit artistic and a little bit lucky, and you don't have to watch any. And I mean, some people like really don't like once you start on something. I always feel like sometimes watching other stuff kind of messes with your own style, and it's only after I've sort of disconnected myself from all this other stuff, and I have that stuff all stored up now, all that sort of stuff that has shaped me. But once you get to a certain place and a certain age, I feel like whatever is going to shape you has shaped you, and from there you have your style, you have what's in you. So, and just having that come to the surface and getting that out, I feel like is more important. And a movie's a movie. You know, like you don't have to see everything that's out there. You know, if you wanted to study the movie and study how somebody is doing a certain thing, then study it. But you don't have to see everything, because obviously everything is not that great. And have we made it political enough?
Decision points. When I had to make some decisionations, decisified.
They always have good old dragon tattoo at every DI I've been to.
Well, everyone bought it when the film was popular, but then I guess the film wasn't as popular as it seemed to be. Probably because it was just
didn't do that well, actually.
But everyone talked it up. Oh yeah,
but I was obsessed with it, but I never saw it.
You never saw it?
We just made the movie. Oh. See, and that's a great way to make art. You
take your inspiration from the piece you saw.
Yeah, like there's another saying that's like, if you just try to play a pop song, just play a pop song just from memory, and you will probably end up writing a pretty good pop song of your own.
It's true.
And that's what I did with Dragon Tattoo, except we made
Voiceless Echoes.
Which was
I really like that
just
project.
take Lisbeth Salander, make her a dude, have two dudes. They never have a romantic relationship. But,
Yeah,
but just
they
have
barely
the
even see each other.
But just have the rest of it.
Yeah, use pieces of the soundtrack. Bam! It was actually, I really liked it a
But we
lot.
started that as our starting point, and then we made something bigger.
Dude, do you still
And-
have that video? Where is it?
Yeah, I think I made it private on my Vimeo
That's probably why I can't find it.
anymore.
Dude, like, hey guys, if you want to see,
it's not.
if you want to
not
see
public.
Casey and
It's
I
not
in a
public
video,
anymore.
like this video, comment in the comment section,
And we'll drop you a-
hashtag voiceless.
And we'll drop you a
We'll
personal
drop you a
link,
personal link to the
'cause
video.
We're not putting that thing out there.
I would love to share it again. I loved it.
But
Why are
the thing
you
was,
so embarrassed about it? Because it's so old now? Because we've learned so much since then?
Well, it gets weird at the end. I don't know. It like freaked my
With,
mom
like,
out.
Oh, because of like the dream sequence. And
No,
like,
not the dream. Not even the dream sequence.
Or
the
the
screaming.
the
The
screaming.
intense ending.
Yeah,
And he stabbed
and the
himself.
knife stabbing.
Yeah. I was thinking about it on the way over today.
Yeah.
And probably, I mean, I keep talking about Voiceless Echoes, but probably the single greatest thing about it, which I did not intend at all, was your character. And I was thinking about writing a lot. Some people have different things of writing, but a really important thing in writing is characters. And if you make a story based on the characters, based on their behaviors, their hopes and dreams, etc., then you have a much higher chance of having it be an engrossing story, because people, for one, identify with the characters, but then the characters sort of provide a criteria for what's going to happen in the story. If the character has a fear of something, then that fear is going to influence his or her actions, and you can follow that, and it's interesting. So, and how in my writing recently, I write a lot of like situations, a lot of moments, but I don't really have too much in the way of character. And I say, gee whiz, how can I add a more tangible character? But with Eli
Eli Stone.
yeah,
Yeah. That was the character's name, Eli Stone.
it was, I mean, he was literally the last part of the story to come. I mean, because it was like, okay, we've got these two characters, and I sort of developed mine, and I developed the story that was going to enable us to go on this journey.
Yeah.
And yours was just like the last piece, and then that scene, the first scene where you get fired from your
Yeah.
job, was the last scene I wrote, but it ended up being like one of the most interesting, as far as, because that was it. You know, you're in a trench coat, you have a bicycle, and you're getting fired from your job at the deli. It's three random things that tell you a lot about that character, and
Yeah.
set up for a lot of interesting things from there. Where do you go from there? And and we went the dark detective thriller route,
And it was great.
and it was great. And
It was
it's
really cool,
and it sets itself up for more stories about this one guy who's
Yeah.
kind of a little bit delusional, but very quixotic.
Yeah.
He's quixotic.
But hey, thanks for watching us today, guys. Thanks, Casey, for being here.
Hello.
This has been a Creative Crush. We'll get creative again with you next time.
Because these are all walking shots, and
Yeah.
we could get a nice steady shot, and it could be fun, but we need a cart, and we need you to sit in the cart. Can you fit?
Yeah, I could probably fit in the car. We might offend someone. Where am I sitting? Just like in the basket part here?
Yeah, and you can hold it back, so you can just hold it forward, and we can fly around.